a shared delivery expense is not something that we think about at the per project level,
Okay.
but influences our delivery margin at the agency level. So an example of this, the way I would describe this is these are tools that are not easily attributed to a single client, but that your team brings to the job every day.
Okay.
So for example, if you have a design team, you probably have a Figma subscription that you're paying for, and you're not allocating that Figma subscription to each client or prorating it, like that's just a tool that your design team has all the time and that you pay for, and it goes up and down, but it's an externality from individual projects. Just like you might have Adobe Creative Cloud, or if you run ads, you might have some ad management tool. And I look at something like a design pickle, for example, that
Mhm.
is most likely to be treated like a shared delivery expense, where technically that's a contractor or a white label partner,
Okay.
but you're not going to allocate that specifically to clients, right? You pay a $400 a month fee, you're going to use it maybe to produce some deliverables across a bunch of different clients, and that's going to be treated really as like a shared delivery expense. So if you have done that as a way to leverage your delivery team, even though it's a service, it's really going to be treated in that case like a shared delivery expense, because it's not doing stuff that's core for the business. In this, if we go back through kind of the line of questioning, it's not a person or a tool that is kind of like needs to be utilized, or is going to have a utilization rate, and you're not going to be tracking their time or getting timesheets from them. And in that case, you can't cleanly attribute it to a single client or project, which is an important requirement for something to be considered pass through. It needs to be able to be cleanly attributed to a client or a project. So it doesn't do any of those things really.
Yeah.
And so in that case, we would treat it as a shared delivery expense. So anyway, this is a very nuanced part of what we do. This is part of the reason we spend a lot of time on this when we work with clients directly, because we want to make sure that we land at the right modeling, and then that we're consistent about that modeling over time. And accuracy is more important than precision in this case. That's an important consideration.